You'll have to excuse my messy desk. Well, we had a lot of entries there. 68, actually. And I just put the phone on YouTube and just went at the top of the comments and just went down. Each one. There's a few other long-time tubers that have been on there that had already gotten something from me and opted out, and a couple of people that I don't think ever did get anything from me, and they didn't say to opt in, but I went ahead and wrote you down anyways. And there's 68, but I have 72 pennies in here, and I could do like an automated, like the number generator on the computer, but it's just easier to do this, I think. And I did throw in a piece of pawpaw pottery patch. But since I got you, I wanted to talk for a minute. Since you gotta watch to see what goes on, I mean, yeah, you can hit that little thing and scroll forward and skip it all, but you know, I want to talk about why I started YouTube and why I came back to YouTube. And it all really started when I first got online and really interested in artifacts, and that would have been like in 2000. A lot of the things I got on there and read were just nasty articles. People from all over the place, from regular Joes to sheriffs to a person in Congress, you know, all artifact hunters are grave robbing, stealing, thieving, meth heads, trespassers, land destroyers. It just, the stuff went on and on and on and on. And even before getting on YouTube or social media coming about, it was my objective to always prove that that's not the fact. That most arrowhead hunters, artifact hunters, are good people. You know, and that even especially goes to say for diggers. You know, especially someone like myself or Hook or, you know, DW down there in South Carolina, and you know, Heartbreak Relics down in Mississippi, all the Mother Boys down in Mississippi. You know, it's not our fault. You have places where when you buy your land and you pay taxes for your land, that state tells you what and what you can't do with your land. I'm sorry, that's just not right in my book, but besides the point. You know, you can go back to 2013 to a video I did called Slandering, where a lady named Marianne Pemberton wrote an article for Indian Country, particularly naming me out and saying my brotherhood of YouTubers are all nothing but grave robbing, thieving, land destroying meth heads. You know, and that's the thing. People that don't understand everything or realize everything always throw out judgment before they ever even stop to think about anything. I'm not saying I don't sometimes. That's probably like a 50-pound box of brokes that we've screened out at the dirty hole of what I have. That's what bad diggers do right there. I'm not a bad digger. I find like the littlest pieces in the world, which most of all these are like all broken. So actually, this little pile of brokes right here is all from my buddy Rick Jitsu, who digs his site up there in Columbia, him and Mike, and there's gifts all over this house from YouTube friends, and you know that was never ever the objective either. Never once. You know, I have made some trades, stuff like that, but you know, and that's one thing. I mean, that's everything started by, you know, everyone that's been here for a long time. And it's not like been like widely done, the gift giving. You know, it's been done by a good handful of people though. And it's just something I hope to see continue through all the new crowd that comes onto YouTube. But with that being said too, there's another thing I want to bring up. I'm a rock guy. Literally. I love all kinds of rocks. All kinds of rocks. I was into rocks way before I got into arrowheads. Geological stone. Whatever. It's all rock. Them are still rocks. That's why I'm a material freak. Fossils. Love fossils to death. But, you know, being in a community, you have to always at least stand up for what you believe is right and what you believe is wrong. And I'll always do that. I always have. I always will. And I try to always be nice to everybody. Some people on Facebook think I'm abrasively mean, but that's okay. People can think whatever they want. Not everybody fits in everybody's clique. These are artifacts. Those are artifacts. I can show you boxes and tons of tools in there in a room, and some of the what I thought was a start of an artifact. I even have a box of those from when I very first started hunting. So I completely understand. But you see this rock here? There's no face in it. There's no mammoth carving. There's nothing like that. There's no map on here with ships or nothing. There's getting to be too much of that. It's been bad on Facebook forever, but I guess since those people can't face rejection and want help to actually, because that's the thing, those of us who do our hardest to do a lot of studying about artifacts and prehistoric history, we only want to put those people in the right direction. But then when you try to do that, you have people that either they don't find a lot of artifacts or they may not find artifacts at all. And that's not our fault. That's nobody's fault. But people really want to help those people know the difference. And, you know, like one of my tool videos, a guy came on there basically spamming his video into comments and even asking me to come check his video out. It was all regular rocks. There was no tools. There was no tools. So if you're going to name a video arrowhead hunting, make sure you find some actual arrowheads. You know, hey, you can take that as you want. It's not me trying to be mean. I don't know everything. No one is ever going to be an expert at prehistoric archaeology. But there's a lot of research and a lot of studying you can do on that computer, and I have a ton of books over there. You know, the library has a ton of books. I spent years out of the library, and still do. So, let me get my niece, and we will get this drawing on the way, and I will quit talking your ear off. Here we are. This is
Anna. I am my uncle's niece.
Okay, and I shook the pennies up, twisted them around a bunch. So we're just gonna let her grab a penny out. Shuffle your hands. Shuffle them all around in there. Whole bunch. Shuffle them around. All crazy like.
How about I choose this one?
Okay.
32.
32. Who is 32? David Straub. How about that? Well, David,
Good
you
job.
need to go ahead and leave me your email on a comment or something, and so we can exchange information, and I can get your box mailed out to you.
Good job. Wait, but my uncle has a surprise for you guys. We get to do another second giveaway.
Oh, how about that? There were so many people that entered. I wanted to try and do another giveaway here. There's not a necklace in there. Sorry about that. I have a bunch of those I actually have to make for people. But
you can choose like any. Like,
no, it's all going.
oh, it
and
is? Oh my gosh.
this is another piece of Paw Paw Patch pottery.
What is
Has
this?
a little design on it.
This is cool.
This here is a really nice ads I found last spring out in the big sea of dirt. It's a well-used ads. Both sides are heavily ground. Very nicely made. Very nice material. And I keep telling myself I'm going to stop giving my best ads away one of these days, but it always happens. This here's a nice big Steuben point I've had out of the creek for a long time. It's made out of quartzite, but then it's heavily water polished, which makes it really cool. Here's a nice preform I found this summer with my one nephew. Here's another really nice little bluish and grayish Just City Churt ads. Here's kind of a Peterish point from the Dirty Hole site. Sorry about the macro, that's my lighting in the house. Here's a big broken Smetley type point out of the Big C. Found this thin, super thin killer with Corey Snowflake at Land of the Lost. And then this piece here that I picked up out of the creek, which is an actual piece of true mosaic. It's all pink and purple and reds and everything, and there's no heat altercation to it. That's just how it is. So, let's do another number. Get your hand in there and switch it around. Who is going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win?
Number 2.
Number 2?
Yep.
That's Music Man Hot Rod. Well, how about that? Haha, that's who made that point. Now, actually, Music Man, I'll mail that box out now so you got a little rock for Christmas, but I have some points in here from Jeff Bodine, who I was going to put on one of the necklaces I was planning on sending you anyways. I just hadn't got around to it yet, buddy. But,
yeah.
So, you will get a necklace from me one day because you already had a return box coming. But, now you get it early. So, thanks everyone for coming and playing and listening to me yak my jaws. You have no idea. I'd talk you to death if we were in person. And a big thanks to my niece. And thanks to everybody else. And we'll try and, I don't know, do another giveaway one day soon. Now, the one Smith and the axe are gone. There was a guy who was going to take 3 of these, but something happened and he wasn't able to. There was a Robert who commented on about this piece here. These are all still open for sale. I mean, yeah, I know that has a little bit of damage to it, but that has a low price on it. This has only an ear missing, a low price. This has a low price, and that's a nice point. This here's a nice point all the way around. That's an ancient break. Great point, great point, great point. This is a great point. It's just anciently missing that ear. So those are still up all on the first video if you need to know the prices of them, but I still need to move them. It is what it is. So there we go. Don't want to talk you to death anymore. I eat some dinner. Hope everybody has a good weekend.
Please give this a big thumbs up if you're not already subscribed. Hit the subscribe button and the bell button too on my Uncle Mike's channel.
Now, she came up with that on her own because I don't do that.
Well,
I have never done that in a video, so you can tell who's been watching YouTube videos a lot. And must not be watching mine.
Maybe.
But anyhow, hope everybody has a stellar-filled Christmas and a good New Year's Eve, a safe New Year's Eve, and hopefully I'll get to pull something good out before then to close the year off with.
And bye.
Addresses, people. Later. Say bye.